Hello, and welcome to Saturday Night Gaming, the Last Resort episode. What is this, 20 now?
Oh my
Dang.
god.
361.
2 decades of
Hey.
Saturday Night Gaming. We have a giveaway going on our Twitter.
Smash
Jar-
that like button.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
A word from our spot.
We have a Discord.
We do actually that we do not promote ever.
It's for us to
There
humble
is a
us.
small dog named something. We haven't decided on her name yet.
Huh?
What?
This episode is brought to you by Skillshare.
Yeah. Raid Shadow Legends.
No.
Ooh, buzzwords. Okay.
Anyway, as always, please check the description of the pinned comment to see if there's any content warnings you should be aware of. And with that, I guess I can recap what happened on, not last week, but on Tuesday of this week, because
Night Tuesday.
schedules are messy. So, last time, the gang, well, we began with Lorawynn tending to Rune, who she had found bleeding out in the street, taking her back to the tavern, putting her in a bed with a bunch of strangers, or near strangers at least, and making sure that she was okay. The next day, Rune leaves, and part of the party goes and decides to pawn off some of the, or all of the silverware taken from the Quail Hall. You managed to do so on your second attempt. And back at the tavern, Lorawynn had been just kind of staring at the space that Rune had slept in. And Rune decided to go to the bathroom and cause mischief by going into the puzzle cube once again, and seeing if he could get any deeper, which after a brief puzzle intermission, he was able to do, and found that within the puzzle cube, it seems as if he's able to garner the attention of one Vimowath. After this, while the rest of the party arrived back at the tavern, unable to find Rune, and realizing he had been in the bathroom for quite some time, you all decided to check on him, discovered where he was, and when...
Acquainted with my fist.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
There was some PvP action in order to wrangle the puzzle cube away from Rune. There was a disagreement between Rune and Lorawynn, in which Lorawynn separated herself, walked away from the party, while the rest of them stayed behind with Rune. And you all had a discussion with Rune about his feelings on what has been going on thus far. And where we ended was Lorawynn, who had found herself in a nice little grassy area, crying to herself all alone, with just Aquila by her side, when she was approached by Vim and given the offer to have a drink at a local tavern nearby, which she took up. And so where we pick up is Lorawynn with Vim's arm kind of gently draped around your shoulders. You are being escorted towards a tavern that you are not familiar with. It is not one of your normal haunts, which is the 3 taverns that you guys seem to bounce between.
Yes.
But it is a nice kind of, it's a building with like some sort of Tudor vibes out front, a little bit of stonework. But Vim escorts you inside, kind of brings you over to a booth off in the back of the tavern, away from prying eyes.
I hate it.
What? his voice.
I know.
And kind of gestures for you to sit down, and he waves over a bartender. Anything you like, it's all on me.
Just give me a bottle.
Of what?
Doesn't
What's your
matter.
drink of choice? Oh, my kind of gal. Give us whatever's most expensive. Thank you. And the bartender kind of runs back to the bar. So I assume you don't want to talk about whatever's got you, looking like this. But
Like what? I look great.
the puffy eyes are a new look for you, but I think you work it.
So, did you bring me here for a specific reason, or just drink?
I consider myself a good time, and you seem in dire need of one.
I would love to see how you can do that, but
Well, we can start with this. And he takes the bottle that the bartender has just brought and hands it over to you. My tab, please, dear. Please, drink as much as you'd like.
great. She just grabs it. I don't know what it is. What is it? Wine? Whiskey?
It seems to be some kind of a whiskey.
Cool. Doesn't have a cork. I don't know. I was gonna say pops the cork and just drinks from the bottle directly, but I don't know how whiskey works in the medievals. Did they have corks
think
for
I
whiskey?
know? We'll say sure. You pop the cork,
Great.
drink the whiskey. Sorry to any whiskey enthusiasts out there who know more about this than I do.
Yeah.
The whiskey goes down smooth. Mim kind of leans forward. Your group does seem tight-knit. It is odd for you to be separated like this.
That's what I thought too.
Well, come on. Spill a little.
No. You're weird.
Not even
and
if I
don't
make
like
this
you.
face. Fair enough.
You've given us also no reason to trust you. So.
Oh, I'm not asking for trust. I was asking for a little bit of gossip. I'm bored.
I don't know. I'm sure you have enough gossip. Why don't you share? Entertain me.
Entertain you. Of course. You know, entertaining is difficult when somebody looks like this, but I believe I'm up to the task. Would you like to hear a story?
Yup.
Tequila is just screaming at you from under the table.
Oh, she's on my lap. I wouldn't put her under the table. Yes.
What?
Sorry.
You see, one of the first nights I came to Drumaran quite a long time ago, I had no idea how to find my way around this city. I was so lost, so confused. Can you imagine that? Me, lost and confused?
Yes.
Sure you can. Anyway, I was wandering around in the Hawker's Shards. A very confusing place even now. It's always, the storefronts are always changing, everything is crazy crowded and far too overpriced for my liking. But anyway, back to the point. I had found this tavern down there. Divey little place, nothing special. But there was this group of a few people there, a few adventurers who had stopped by. They were all very close. You know, had been traveling together for a little bit, had been fighting alongside each other, searching out the root of all evil, whatever adventurers do. But it seemed like, from what I could see, they were all reliant on one of them. And that one, you could see it in their face. Overwhelmed constantly. Every single word that one of them was saying, it felt like they had to insert themselves and try to take over and try to control the situation because it was so... Apparently they were doing it all wrong, you know. And, you know, I could see the faces of the other adventurers. They clearly cared about this other one, but it was grating.
So what happened
And
to
you know,
them?
a few months later, I come back to that tavern and I find the group there. Minus one, of course. But they were all in dire straits. You could tell that their journey had been far more aging than it had been before. But then, about a week later, I saw the one that had left. And they were doing amazing. They had finally learned something that took me centuries to learn. You have to live for yourself first. Because you are the only one you can count on.
It's not really what I've been brought up to do.
Of course it's not. Society these days tries to preach this message of we have to care for each other, we have to be there for each other, having a community is the most important thing, blah, blah, blah. It's not. You are the most important thing in your world. Nobody else. You come first.
It just sounds like you've been burned too many times. And you decided to isolate yourself instead.
It's not the burns that make the person. It's the person.
That too.
My past is the past. I am the man you see before you today because of me, not because of what other people have made me.
Sure, it helped you guide you.
I had no guidance. I may not know you all that well, Lorawynn, but...
You don't know me at all.
As I had said to you in our previous conversation, I feel a sort of kinship. And I think I know why.
We both like whiskey.
Yes, we both like whiskey. Why are you out here all alone, Lorawynn? No.
I don't know. I get angry sometimes. And if I get angry, I have to leave and calm down, because if I don't, people get hurt. So that's why I'm alone.
Do you like the loneliness, Lorawynn?
No.
So rather than inconveniencing whoever hurt you for a moment to deal with your problem or your anger, you instead put it all on yourself and walk away to deal with in solitude. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. But I'm also never completely alone. I do have this little buddy. Like scratch Aquila.
Keela kind of leans up into your touch.
She saved my life more times than I can count.
You know that that's not the same thing, right? You need nobody but yourself, but putting yourself first also means that when other people cause you anger or harm, you let them know. And you give them hell to pay. Because they have harmed number one.
So I'm just hearing the cat dig. It's just distracting me. I can't concentrate with the cat digging. Is Vim implying I'm number one? Hello? What is this, Umbrella Academy? People hurt you. It's a natural part of life.
And they will continue to do so if you don't tell them that they hurt you or you don't make them understand. Instead, you walk away and martyr yourself.
Okay. I get your point.
And I say I feel a kinship with you because I spent centuries doing the exact same thing. So I understand.
Who hurt you?
Wouldn't you love to know?
Yeah. Friends? Family? Which one?
Neither.
Lover?
No.
An enemy then? That feels kind of...
I thought I had allies. I thought I had help. It turns out all I had was knives pointed straight at my back.
It would be easier.
You don't have to tell me what hurt you today, but I want to know what you were going to do about it.
Well, first I'm gonna finish this bottle.
I'll get you a second one if you'd like.
I think one is enough. This is pretty good.
It's the best this place has, so I would hope so.
Why are you doing this?
Why not?
I asked first.
I told you. You remind me a lot of a younger me. I wish somebody had done this for me before. I spent so long trying to figure it out.
All I know is that I wish I had died that day. I'm following rules and teachings of people that I'll never see again. It's very tiring. I
The day
hate
almost.
how good at killing I am. I hate how easy it is. Because this isn't what I was taught, and I have been trying to control myself and others because I know if I don't know who I will be.
All the things you've just said to me tell me about what you are. They say nothing of who you are. So who are you?
I have no idea. Did the music stop?
Probably.
Okay.
I didn't put it on repeat because I'm dumb.
You're not dumb, Kendra. But also, I accidentally left Macklemore in my door. So
Yes, please get Macklemore.
yeah, I need her to open doors. Okay.
Wow, you know
I have no idea.
So who are you, Laura?
I know who I was. A healer.
Again, that is not who you are, that is what you do. You heal.
Can't heal everyone.
No, you can't.
Who I am.
It's okay not to know. But what's not okay is that it doesn't seem like you're even fully interested in figuring it out. It seems like you're more interested in distancing yourself from yourself as much as you can.
I don't like what myself has become, so I don't want to.
And then change it. It's easy. I
Sure
reinvent
is.
myself every century.
Is that why you're this annoying this century?
Yes, don't you like it?
No.
It's quite fun.
Feels just like a lie. So no. Which is surprising because, you're how many centuries old and you're still pretending. Is it just fun?
It is. It's fun seeing mortals attempt to wrap their brains around what I am, who I am, and they'll never really know. And then they'll die. And I will live on with the real, true knowledge. Forever.
You want that?
it brings me joy.
Yeah.
And like I said, I live for me. And if it brings me joy, then I do it.
Are you just toying with us for fun?
I'm not toying with anything. This all may seem like a game to you, but I'm simply observing, learning. Like I said, I find you all quite interesting. I think you need to figure yourself out, Lorawynn. I don't think you can keep distancing yourself from what's inside forever.
What's inside is... You don't want to know.
Oh, but I certainly do.
No.
It's alright. Perhaps another drink, another day. We can have that conversation.
You didn't poison this, did you?
No. As I told you the last time, I see no need or no use in attempting any of those tricks on you.
Yeah. Well. Confirm myself. Well, at least you give good advice.
That I do. And I hope you take it.
The group will want me to kill you.
Oh, I know. It's quite fun, isn't it?
What is?
This. The rivalry. The tension.
No,
I'm having a great time.
I don't find
This
it.
little game of cat and mouse we get to play.
I find it very tiring. Because at this point, I'm not really sure what we're chasing.
And that's exactly the point. I'll always win. But at least it's fun to have an opponent that tries. And I do hope that perhaps once this whole mess is sorted, you and I could be friends. I think it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It's making a wobble noise.
Wobble, wobble.
Does he actually have a fan?
You know what? I think he would. So,
Cool.
Is it literally made of paper? Did you just fold up a napkin?
Yeah, I just
Yes.
folded a napkin. Just fully grabbed the plates and just...
yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know about friends. Every time I try to...
Acquaintances.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'll take that as a yes.
Very maybe. Very much a maybe. Because I don't
Whatever
know
you say.
You tell
You
a
know a
lot
part of me.
You just tell a lot of stories.
Is it so wrong that I am such a enrapturing storyteller that I wish to share that? I won't keep you any longer than you want to be here. There's no tricks, no traps. As soon as you wish to leave, you may go.
Yeah, I know. But I don't feel like going back.
Well, then there's no need. And if you need a place to crash for the night, I have an extra room.
I don't actually
Well,
need to sleep.
it's technically it's Sabero's, but he can sleep on the floor of my room. It's fine.
Why?
Like I said,
Don't you have a couch?
I would hope. Yes, but I feel as if Sabero would prefer the floor.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
This whole vampire thing. I've never met one.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to have... If you were to kill someone for their blood, how would you do it?
Me personally, I find the usual method of biting at the neck to be such a cliche. I prefer the wrist. It's a little slower, but you look better doing it.
I don't know why I find this funny, but it is. Sorry. Twilight flashbacks. Would it be messy?
Messy, never. You wouldn't even know I was there.
What if you wanted to kill someone with it?
If I wanted to kill someone with it, I would simply drain them. I mean, I would probably lure them back to my place, do it there, drain them completely through the wrist, and then have Sabero dump them somewhere. But that's not how I do. That's not how I operate. I don't see any fun in killing. It's more fun to keep them alive.
Interesting. That's all I wanted to know.
Well, there's your answer. Is there any particular reason? Are you looking into the benefits of vampirism?
I'm gonna live
There's quite a
long
few.
life, I think, so I don't...
Well, when you're nearing the end of it, and if you want to continue having fun, shoot me a message and I'll see what I can do for you. My blood is actually quite potent.
So, you drink from another vampire?
Yes, you most. Well, especially with my line. It's a bit more special.
Interesting. Does food taste like anything to you?
Certain extremely flavorful foods, if they have to have a ton of spices and herbs and rubs to really pique anything, but other than that, it's mostly bland, and I do it for show.
Yeah. Just, like I said, I've never met a vampire. From what people tell me, vampires are more aggressive, so I find this interesting.
Certain vampires are, but I've learned to. I have other ways of working within a society. Most vampires tend to skulk on the outskirts and come in for the strike when the moment is right. I think it's better to make the moment yourself.
Wait, is Saru here?
Saburo is here, but like has been sat at a table way far away.
Does Saru follow you willingly?
Oh yes. I needed no magic, no tricks. You see his where he's from. You may say that my family might be considered a little godlike to them.
Oh, I hear hinges. Whose hinges was that?
That was my father trying to come upstairs.
Got it.
His
Gods?
family. Our bloodline is quite special, as I said.
So, he's just here because... Okay. Did
So
he
yes,
just
he's here fully of
find him?
will.
Did he find you?
I've been working with his family for generations.
Interesting.
His grandfather was my last, we'll say, companion.
Happened to the father?
Grandfather lived long enough. Anything else I can do for you? I do love to talk about myself.
Yeah, I can tell. Just curious about a lot of things that have been going on in the city, but I don't understand them because we're a bunch of strangers.
Well, perhaps I can answer a few questions about that. What's confusing for you?
It's less about what's confusing and more just what I've seen.
Yes.
there's clearly a lot of rivalries going on.
Well, that's the case with any city.
Oh,
Any
yes, I
place,
know.
really.
Yes, I know. I've dealt with a few of those. It's just this one, I've never had one this complicated, this messy, this... Everyone is very stupid. And very power hungry, and I frankly don't like anyone here.
Well, then you are quite intelligent.
I just wonder what is it for? What do you have to gain? Trade?
Truthfully, I have no real need for most of the things I do here. I only have one goal. And certain things can bring me closer to that goal, and so I stick around for those small bits.
Because you're clearly much older than anyone else here who's playing at this game.
And I look fantastic for my age, don't I?
How old are you?
Take a guess.
I don't know how vampires work. 600 years old? I don't know.
Well, thank you.
I just said it.
That is quite a compliment. I won't tell you the real number, but it's a fun guessing game.
For fuck's sake. Alright, well, if you're acting this way, clearly you can't be over 300.
Sure, let's go with that. Whatever you want to believe. That's what I am.
You know, I haven't had a conversation like this.
Oh, I know, I'm quite a conversationalist.
I mean, just talking about things that don't revolve around other people.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perhaps you should make that happen for yourself more often.
When I try, the people die, so.
Lorawynn,
Yes.
live for you. The consequences that other people face in their lives are not yours. Live for yourself. Take what you need and give only what you're willing to give.
That was very loud, sorry. Yeah. Thanks.
As they sit there at the table, back at the inn, you guys have been having your discussion with Rune, chit-chatting it up. What are you guys up to?
Ah.
Well,
How long has it been since we've seen Lorawynn?
Uh,
I'm assuming we're
At
doing
this
like
point-
a sort of simultaneous thing, because
yeah, it's simultaneous. So at this point, you guys. So when she had left, you guys talked for what, like half an hour, 20 minutes, something like that.
yeah, I don't even remember the conversation that was had.
We were talking about Rune's life in this.
Rune
Yes.
and the overly complex, tragic backstory.
Rune,
Oh,
no good, very
horrible.
bad.
Yeah.
My fucking suck.
200 years.
Yeah, because like, I think Darcy would like walk up to Rune at some point and just be like, I don't know if it's foolish of me to believe everything that you said, but I just can't find it in me to believe it's not true. But at the same time, you're not the only person who's had a really shitty time. So I feel like the least you could do is show some respect for other people's experiences.
It's not that I don't respect Lauren's experiences. I know she's been through it. I've tried to help her with it whenever she'll let me, however she'll let me. I just... It's hard when you're trying to help, and it feels like every time you suggest something, you get shut down. Every time you try and do something, you get shut down. The only person I've ever put at risk is myself. And
That's not entirely true, though.
Yeah, I'm
Because
not
if you put
sure.
yourself at risk, you put the group
Yeah,
at risk.
I've been involved in several of your schemedy schemes, Rune, and well,
I feel like you are putting those on me when they were very much not just me.
that's fair. But that's not to say I haven't been involved in stuff you're doing.
I'm saying that the things that I get yelled at for, the things that sort of seem to provoke those consequences, are things where it's... If something goes wrong, it goes wrong for me, it does not go wrong for you.
That's true.
The thing is,
People
though,
just
we're all stranded here together, and if you get fucked over, we all get fucked over. Because we're not going to just ditch you to get...
I mean, why not?
We came
if I-
here with you, we're not just going to leave you. Unless that's what you want us to do.
If I make a choice, I'm saying if I make a choice that screws myself over, I made that choice knowing the risk.
But that's...
You shouldn't... It's not... When I do these things, I know the risks I'm taking. I take them knowing... I sort of assume that this was kind of the... If I get hurt doing something stupid where I'm deliberately putting myself at risk, I don't expect you to then take responsibility for that. I made that choice for myself.
But you can't make choices for yourself that affect others and not acknowledge that they affect us. Being in a group is... It's... You have to work together. You can't go off gallivanting on your own doing God knows what. That's... Regardless if you're aware of the risks, that's not really the point. You're incredibly competent at what you do. You're smarter than so many people I've met. That's not the point. The point is that you can't change the fact that we care.
I think it's more of... While you're with us, we would like to know the risks that you're taking, because while you're with us, those risks affect us. And it's important that we know what we might be encountering if one of those does go wrong.
That's fair. I will try not to do things that where you're not informed of what the risks are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know that we've all been through stuff. I know that no one here came here unscathed. And I'm sorry if I came off as dismissive of that. I never meant to do that. I didn't realize I was doing that. I'm just... You are all... You've all got futures. If whatever comes after this, there's futures for all of you, and
You never told me that before.
in the end, I already know how my story ends. And it's just sort of what I do before I get there. And sometimes I've made assumptions that I possibly shouldn't have made. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You should probably tell that to Lorawynn.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, I need to apologize. I shouldn't have yelled at her like that. It was unfair, and she was trying to help.
Yeah, she was.
Knowing what you've been doing and why you've been doing it, you both of you have points, but Lorawynn doesn't know that. From her point of view, you've just been, yeah, we've already talked about this, you know what I mean. Yeah, I think you need to apologize. We all should apologize. We've all been, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we start by Rune, you explaining what you've been doing, why, what you've told us, basically.
By the way, just because
Along the same-
I don't have Rune is sort of he's holding his wrist. It sort of looks like he's trying to be subtle. It is not particularly subtle. Like he's not visibly doing it like a big show off. It looks like he's trying to hide it, but probably anyone with decent passive perception can see that he is checking his pulse.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure most of you would notice that then, yeah.
But I didn't roll terribly. I just rolled a quick perception check to see if he could hide it. So it's an 11, so anyone with passive perception hide an 11 can see.
Yeah, mine's 9.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, Darcy, you can't really tell what's happening.
His hands in his lap, but yeah, the other can see his fingers are pretty clearly on the pulse point on his wrist.
Just hesitantly put my hand on his shoulder, and are we ready to talk to Lorawynn? Will she come back?
I don't know if we should give her more time or go looking for her.
What do you guys think? Slintis, Darcy?
I mean, she's probably just in her room, right?
If you want, I have other stuff on my mind at the moment. If you want, I have other stuff on my mind at the moment. That's
Okay.
alright.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to step out and just quickly knock on the door to Lorawynn's room. You in there? I just want to make sure you're... No.
You knock on the door, speak through it. You don't hear any response, nor do you hear
No movement or anything? I'm assuming not.
His
Okay,
internet is
that's
lagging. Oh, you back?
Yeah, my internet is
Okay, you're back.
yeah. Okay, sorry, my internet is bad.
All good, all good.
So you said you were opening the door?
I won't open it. I'll just. What level? Hang on. Okay, I'll open it.
You're gonna open the door. All right, you open the door to Lorawynn's room, and you see empty.
Okay,
I just sort of walk up behind Maiyr, like, wait, what?
that complicates things.
Maybe she's downstairs. No, we're on the bottom floor. Never mind. Maybe she's. I don't know why I keep putting us upstairs.
Every time.
Just close your eyes every time that you walk to your room, and you're never really sure how you get there.
Yeah, Darcy's just like. Darcy thinks it's upstairs because there's like 2 steps that go up to
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, yeah, downstairs.
Slightly higher. There's a bit of a hill going
Yeah,
on.
that's how it works.
Technically, you're going down 2 stairs, you know?
Yeah, it's 2 stairs, so technically. Well, I feel like that's something she would do. Okay, anyway,
It is a set of stairs.
Yeah, maybe
Second
she's down the
step.
stairs. Okay, yeah. I
No.
mean, maybe she's in the common area. I don't know.
She
Guess
might
I
just
go
be out
back
for a
to
walk
check.
or something. And okay, you're already going.
Darcy, you walk away while Maiyr begins talking, and you head downstairs to the drinking common area. Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh god. Okay. That's a 6.
6. Looking around, there's a good amount of people in here. I mean, none of them super look like Lorawynn, but like maybe at one of these tables. Maybe you're just looking at it from the back of her head. I don't know.
I sort of like walk up and I'm like sort of like looking at people like that like way when you like make eye contact and you think a person is someone near them. You're like just making eye contact and then you're like realizing as you walk closer that you're like, oh no, never mind.
Yeah, one of them kind of like waves a hand at you, like.
I just sort of like. Oh my.
I will follow Darcy.
Okay, you follow Darcy. You see Darcy just like kind of squinting at people and like looking around in the drinking area of the tavern.
I will also look for Lorawynn.
Go ahead, make a perception check.
Although I'm assuming my first glance with my passive would do it, but
yeah, first class with your passive. Honestly, looking around, you're
too.
like, she's not in here. Yeah, she's not in here. You don't see her
Darcy,
anywhere.
Darcy, she's not here.
What? Oh, are you sure that's not Lorawynn though?
I'm quite certain.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, no, that was not Laura. Okay.
All good. No worries. She's probably. I mean, did we know where Lorawynn went last time she went and sat at the park near the tree?
No, Lorawynn just walked away.
She just went for a walk. We know. Okay.
I mean, if she's not here, maybe she just wants to be alone.
Well, yeah, that's.
I
the first
don't
guess.
know what the correct social etiquette rule here is. If
fuck, dude, me neither. I have no idea. Like she probably needs time to process, but also people want us dead, possibly. But also, she's really mad. But also, we don't want her to get in trouble or like in danger. But also, she had a point.
Yeah, it's not.
It feels like. I don't know. Never mind. Sorry.
18 wisdom, 10 charisma's not gone well, you guys. I'll go back to the room. I need
You
a
go back.
assistant.
Sorry, I was
Let's
just
go
thinking
to
out
the
loud.
room and sort of like think for a second. I mean, we could just.
I need a different elf's opinion.
You need a
You back in
different.
Did you just go back in the room and say that?
Yeah, why not?
Shop level.
Rune's just looking at you like, okay. Lorawynn.
Yeah. I feel like we should at least reach out and be like, hey, we want to apologize, but also I don't think she's gonna appreciate us.
We could always try.
I mean, I feel like
Sometimes
sending
in
it.
the moment it's
Yeah,
not. You're not
Are you
ready
okay?
to, like.
You've been about it.
yeah. I
Well,
feel like if we do it too early, it might just not help in the end.
yeah, but at the same time, when you're mad at someone or when someone's mad at you, sometimes just even if you're not ready to, talk to them, just hearing from them can be like a sort of nice gesture, even if it's like, I don't know, it might just be connecting wrong things or something. I don't know. This might be a different situation, but
Yeah. I will cast Sending to Lorawynn.
Okay, and you reach out with the sending spell. What would you like to say, Maiyr? You feel the line open.
I didn't plan for this. Lorawynn, are you okay? That was a lot, and we want to apologize. Just make sure you're okay.
could you repeat those last words, Cora?
Yeah, that was kind of a blurred together.
That was a lot, and we want to apologize. We've talked, but I just want to make sure you're okay.
Am I hearing this while I'm still with them?
Yeah, like at
Yes.
what point does that happen?
So we'll say that we're at, like, you've just finished the bottle. You and Vim have just been kind of vibing for a minute. He's probably been prodding on about some bullshit. And you're probably not super listening. And then you hear this in your head.
Maiyr? She doesn't say anything.
All right. Lorawynn does not respond. You feel the message has been received, but you receive no response.
Fuck's sake. Okay, round 2. I'll cast Sending to Aquila.
Okay. Okay. All right. You cast Sending to Aquila.
Sending does work with
Yeah,
other
you can.
languages. Yeah.
It does, yes. What do you say to Aquila as you feel the line open up?
Hey, Aquila, are you with Lorawynn? Are you guys okay? Is she okay? That's it.
Fuck. Okay.
Good
I'm not
luck.
asking too many questions.
All right.
Come on, give Aquila a voice. We know you want to.
Let me just see what Aquila's stats are real quick.
She has at least 1 intelligence, right?
3.
3
Yeah.
intelligence. Yep.
14 wisdom, 7 charisma. Enjoy.
Okay. You
Hila has a
hear...
wisdom of 14.
Yes.
She has a charisma of
Yes,
7.
I wasn't with
Unrealistic.
Darcy.
It's because of the perception. It's for the perception and stuff.
Yeah. All right, you feel your message sent to Aquila. You hear back. She's okay. We're together. She seems a little sad, but okay. I am here for her though.
Oh, nothing
Okay.
useful, but thank you, my beloved.
I mean,
You just see a single tear stream underneath Maya's mask.
Maiyr. Did Lorawynn reply?
Okay. Yep. Oh god, fuck. No, but Aquila did. And she's very cute. Oh man.
Would Aquila?
Yeah, Lorawynn didn't respond.
Uh-huh. Do you need
She's-
tissue? Hang on, I'll
No,
give you a tissue.
no, I'm good.
Are you
I
sure?
don't know how
Just-
it's
I
gonna
can't
work with the
buy
mask.
tissue
Oh,
regardless,
okay.
like, if you
Thank
need
you.
it.
I just jam it off underneath the wood. I take my hand away and it just kind of sticks there.
Well, did Aquila say that we should find Lorawynn? Are we leaving Lorawynn to deal with stuff in peace?
She said Lorawynn's okay, but she's obviously not okay. Sad. Upset, understandably. I just wish she would... Why didn't I ask where they are? What's wrong with me?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you didn't ask. So
Fuck! I didn't want to overcomplicate it with too many questions.
I mean, you could ask Aquila what the address is. I'm sure that'd go perfectly.
Oh yes, I'm sure she would know that exactly.
Yeah, Aquila can definitely read.
Maybe.
perhaps.
I want to ask if she's with anyone else, but I don't know if... Didn't seem like... She said she was there for Lorawynn. I was still getting over that.
She
Hang on.
said she was there for Lorawynn.
Yeah.
So,
Darcy just also like a single tear is just
I handed tissue back.
Just unjams it, just
in the
clink.
corner here. I'm just like,
No, not the same tissue. Good lord, no. A fresh, clean tissue from wherever Darcy got the tissue from.
oh, I don't know.
Would there be tissues? We're talking about handkerchiefs.
Hanky.
Yeah, I like.
yeah, I feel like we're not wasting.
I hand Darcy my handkerchief.
Yeah. Okay.
Switch them. I'm like,
Darcy,
thank you.
yeah.
Such a chivalrous gesture for both of us.
We want
She was there
to.
for her.
Okay.
What did she sound like?
Very high pitched. Like she didn't know how to use a voice. Which is understandable. She's a cat. You knew this. Okay, we needed. Okay.
So if we're not
at least they're not in danger, because I feel like
At least
Aquila
they're not
would-
being robbed or murdered at this very exact moment.
exactly, or robbed and murdered. That would be even worse.
I might check in later. What time is it, DM? Time is a big weird soup at the moment. I don't know. what's
Time is a
happening.
big weird soup. So it's like mid-afternoon we'll go with.
Okay. I'll
Brain.
check in closer to dinner time if she hasn't come back.
So the rest of you, Slintis, you are in your room. You stepped away from the group. You went to your room. And as you're sitting there, you hear in your head, Slintis, please, don't listen to them. I'll be okay. Please don't do anything they say. Please. Please,
Okay.
I'll be fine. And that is
Oh.
the voice of your brother.
Can I respond to that?
You can, yes.
Okay. God, fuck. Yeah, I won't. Okay. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay. You feel that your response was sent and received. But you don't hear anything after.
Shit. Fuck. Balls. Fuck. Ugh. If I ever see him again, I'm gonna do something. I don't.
Danielle, your microphone.
Slink is way knocked off balance by that.
Yeah.
Even more so than the rune compounded with the rune conversation.
Got it. So, Slintis, you have this now in your head as you are sitting here. And back in the other room, Rune, you said you wanted to talk to Maiyr?
Rune's probably gonna like drag Maiyr to like kind of be like, hey Maiyr, do you wanna shimmy out in the corridor?
It's literally just us and Darcy, but okay.
I mean, fine, whatever. We can
Nothing. We'll be
no,
back.
it's
Oh, okay.
we can. I mean, we can. It's just like a medical question.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused. Was my name said?
Yeah, I was just. Do you want to go out of the corridor or not, Rune?
I don't know. I mean, I was like, we could go in the corridor.
We
I was
can
like,
if you
actually,
want.
That's more public. Maybe
Okay.
it's like it's a medical thing. I need to talk to Maiyr about like health stuff.
Okay, sure. I don't know medical things. I'll just go sit somewhere. Bye.
Okay.
Weird.
It's a mess.
Oh, that was really awkward. I'm sorry. I'm not good at not being secretive.
That's alright.
This is, we haven't talked that much.
No, you haven't.
You're a cleric. You know stuff.
The most base, yeah.
It's sort of metaphysical health, not physical health.
I have no idea what the difference between those two words. I'm not a trained doctor, but I know something.
I would go to a doctor if I needed a doctor. Well, I probably wouldn't, but I'm trying to work out if I'm going to say this and you're going to kill me or not.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm trying to work out if I'm going to say this and then you're just going to try and kill me. Yeah, bits of them and some of it. What's your thought on like them?
He's manipulative and honestly not a good influence on anyone here.
And
or anything about other than he's a vampire.
I mean, vampires kind of terrible, like kind of inherently terrible, right?
What's your point?
I'm just saying, I've never met a good vampire.
I mean, I've never met a vampire full stop, so I think a sample size of one is probably not.
But you're sort of not like, oh, all vampires are inherently evil, blah, 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 must be destroyed.
What's your question?
kind of
No,
need to
I'm
know
not going to kill you if you ask me if you're a vampire.
I'm not a vampire. I am dead. I think.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not. I've never drunk anyone's blood apart from one time when like someone got blood in my mouth and it was really gross, and then I had to like wash my mouth and it was like really disgusting.
I don't think that counts as drinking.
Yeah, I mean, but I think I might be dead. Like dead.
I see. Can I just do you mind if can I make a medicine check just to
Yeah, absolutely.
please don't bug this fucking
I diagnosed you with a lie.
No man, you're fine. What are you talking about? 26.
26. Okay. 26. Looking Rune over. You check the pulse. Rune matches the. Basically, other than the fact that he is clearly functioning, everything else about his body does seem like that of a corpse.
Well, you got one thing right at least.
Yeah.
Does he?
Am I decomposing?
Is he decomposing?
I'm so sorry.
That's so fucked up.
That would be kind of funny, though.
Fuck, I've been thrown off my brain loop. How long have you suspected or known?
Right in your universe, I sort of knew what was going on because it's a thing that happens to some people where I'm from. That they just come back, and it wasn't it. I mean, I had all sorts of crises about it. It was sort of I knew people who were like me, and to be honest, where I'm from, there sort of everyone's a bit weird. And I still kind of walked. I still need to eat. I still needed to sleep.
Worked.
Like I needed,
Like
my body was still
shit.
going. It still needed body things.
Uh-huh.
And then I came here. And I don't really anymore. I still need sort of rest, but it's not, I can't sleep. I just sort of, I've just been sort of sitting there in silence and not moving. And I don't need to eat. And I can't really eat. And yeah.
Right. Do you have any idea what the case is in this universe?
I have no idea. I mean, to be honest, this isn't really. I'm an arcanist. I do maths magic. This is basically all mathematics, and I've never really dealt with the life death side of things. I'm never been sort of into the whole necromancy thing. It's not really my shtick.
Right. Yeah.
And back home, I sort of knew, like, yes, that's the thing that happens to people here. I have no clue. Maybe it's something that happens, but it's not. I'm not from. I only was in Drummoran briefly before I met you all. I mean, a couple of months, but I don't know.
You don't remember anything from your past life, or nothing from when you woke up would suggest anything?
I know how I died.
Right.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting to die.
Is that
I
not?
mean,
That's not true. Sometimes.
yeah, I mean, back in the sort of universe that you come from, it was kind of like, oh, I'm being killed right now. I'm dead.
Whoa, crazy.
That sort of took a couple of minutes to sort of probably happen. I was like, oh, this is the end for me, blah blah blah. Whereas here it was like, I'm moving. Oh, I'm dead. Didn't really have time to sort of react, and then I was someone from a different universe, and then I was two people from two different universes, but also kind of the same person from two universes.
That's a lot, and we're going to talk about that later. Can I make a check of any kind of description to try and get a hint or discern how this has happened to my dear friend Rune? I don't even know what that would be.
What would you say, Zed? What would you have?
I would probably say, if you're trying to like discern physical medicine, if you're trying to discern sort of from a more theological perspective, religion probably.
Okay.
Either probably religion or arcana, or if you're sort of trying to think about like, have you heard of anything like this? Probably history.
Oh, can I make both?
You can try one for now.
Damn it, being nerfed by the DM. Gosh, I'll make a religion check. Oof. That was an 8.
Oh, thinking
Yikes.
through your practice, it's not a common kind of story to hear about. Nothing like this has kind of come across your way. So unfortunately, you're kind of drawing a blank on making any connections surrounding it with any of your prior knowledge.
Yeah, that was a whole natural too.
Gotcha.
Boy, just spontaneously undeathed.
Man, that's crazy.
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro, cool story. Are you asking me because you want to try and figure out how it happened? Or are you asking me because you want to tell someone who might know something about it?
I partly tell someone about. I mean, I sort of discussed it with Lorawynn a bit at one point. But also, I would like to know what. First, I mean, even back in the original, there was still a lot of questions I had, like why am I back? What brought me back? I mean, it's sort of no one knows. No one really knew why there were people like me. But then why do I keep coming back?
I mean,
why do I
dealing with spirits? I feel like it's some things we don't get a choice in. Some things happen over and over, no matter where we are.
At just this moment, you hear bang, the door swinging open behind you, and you see Slintis.
Hey guys, what's going on? What are you talking about? That's cool. Anyway, my brother is doing something. He says he's fine, but he's not really fine. He sent me a message. I didn't know he knew how to do that.
Oh.
Hi.
I'm just gonna.
Your
what?
brother?
We're running where? What? Why?
Slintis brother danger fight people?
What? Where'd you get what?
I don't know.
Rune will not put
A
the violence down.
Ninja. Violence time.
Did he tell you anything else?
He just said that everything is fine, which makes me assume that everything is in fact not fine.
Wait,
That
what?
does tend to
Your
happen,
brother sent you a message saying everything is fine.
Rune is pointing at
Kinda.
Slintis.
He said don't do anything, which is kinda ominous.
Slintis, remember the thing that we did?
Yeah.
Maybe is it connected? Is it the same thing? When
Yeah, no shit, it's connected. Because we
I'm-
did that. They
I
held
have
him.
an out of character question.
Yeah.
Danielle, are you intentionally not having Slintis mention Slintis' brother saying, don't tell them anything? No matter what they say, don't tell them anything.
That did not register at all in my brain.
Okay, cool. Just checking in, because that was a part of the message.
No, I did not hear that at all.
Yes, it was part of the message.
Yeah, I was a bit more focused on the everything else about it.
Yeah, understandable.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do you tell us about that?
That he said not to tell?
Yeah,
Or what?
Like, the whole, no matter what they say, don't tell them anything.
Just let it roll, my guys. Just let the roll.
Yeah, okay.
Wait,
God,
what thing? What did you... Did we know about them stealing the thing? Did we know about... I don't remember. I feel like we did.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, they,
Okay.
yeah. The dossier, we tried to take it, but it wasn't there.
Uh-huh, okay. Did he say anything
And-
about where he was?
No.
This is...
That's, ominous.
can you message Lorawynn again saying we have the problem, we need you, come back?
Who's they?
I'm just wondering if it's going to be more effective for us to just message a killer and ask where they are, or who they're with.
I mean, you could.
I mean, we have
message
locate
Lorawynn
creature.
and
We don't even have
maybe-
to...
What? Okay, what if you message Lorawynn and tell her what Aquila said?
Let's go with, hey, Slintis has the thing. Slintis needs our help. Everyone wants to help Slintis.
That's fair.
No one has any drama with Slintis. Oh my.
Slintis is unproblematic. Apart from the arson and stealing things and
We have a sibling.
Hey, that's not a problem.
that's not problematic. What am I talking about?
Just call out post.
The guards
sibling
have
named-
problems.
For the record, just so I know how to in response, are we talking older or younger sibling?
Younger.
I'm gonna catch whoever's done this and we're gonna kill.
I'm just confused because it sounds like your brother thinks. Does your brother mean that you shouldn't trust us?
I don't think he knows who you are. I haven't
So-
seen him in years.
So who is it that he thinks is here?
Well, I got asked by a guard who was apparently with the ambassador to get the
right.
dossier. So that makes me think it's
Yes.
that makes me
Name,
assume it has
last
something to do with the
name, I've not-
Empire.
Mhm.
I don't remember what that guy's name was.
The guard?
The guard's name was Gariel.
Gariel.
RD.
That was his name.
Which I'm going to continue pronouncing Dariel.
Why?
I had a classmate called Dariel. You can't change my mind. Okay, so the list of to-do things. Find Lorawynn. Figure out what the fuck's happening with Slintis' brother.
Mm-hmm.
Help Slintis' brother, question mark.
Yeah.
What was the tone of the message? Was it genuinely hi Slintis, I just wanted to let you know I'm doing fine, or was it I'm fine, don't find me, stay away from me, kinda what's going on?
The second one?
Right.
So I'm assuming it sounded like he was very much not fine.
Okay, I can see where you would come to that conclusion, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, okay.
Well, why don't we? I feel like step one is find that bitch who we were talking to before and do a shakedown.
Oh, Gariel?
Bitch referring to Lorawynn?
No, that's
Right. I was a little bit concerned about the apologizing process for a second.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek out the door and see if Gariel is the one who's having a shift right now.
Sure. So you head up there. Gariel's not the one on shift.
Okay, I'll be like, hey, have you seen Gariel around?
No, today's his day off where he actually gets to explore the city a little bit. So I assume he's out and about.
It fucking would be.
Well, thank you anyway.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
So, nope, that was a bust.
Okay, I think we need to. I'm gonna send a message to. I'm talking to the group. I'm gonna send a message to Lorawynn. Ask again if she's okay. Let her know that we're coming to find her because something's come up.
Maybe it's something's called Slintis.
We don't want to leave her
Slintis.
alone or behind.
Let's.
Yeah, maybe like something's come up. And Slintis' brother sent a message.
I only have 25 words, you guys.
Slintis found me in trouble.
Maiyr is going to take 2 minutes to stare at the wall and figure this out while you guys continue talking.
He's gonna be like, right, so we've got, Gariel is involved. I don't have my note. What was the name of the thing that he wanted us to find in the ink quill?
It was about one of his relatives, I think, in the dossier.
Yeah, we had to find that dossier about his relative. I guess maybe step one is going to be finding that. I guess maybe step one is going to be finding the dossier. But, like, I feels like if we've got that information, we can maybe walk out.
Well, we don't know if we should give him the
definitely not.
dossier.
But
Dossier.
I'd rather have the information I'm not giving him than not have the information I'm not giving him.
That's fair.
There's a conspiracy here, right? Like, there's something deeper going on that we don't know about. And if that's our first clue to sort of understanding what exactly your brothers got involved in.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, maybe if we told Maiyr, tried to describe your brother to Maiyr or something, we could maybe try and message him.
Right. Yeah,
Do you have anything?
You sent a sister before, so it would work.
Microphone.
Sorry. You sent a message to my sister before, so it should work, based off descriptions and all that.
Yeah, I could.
What? Sorry,
It was pretty shortly after we got through the, this world.
So there's two options, or rather, we're gonna message Lorawynn first, I assume.
Yes. What I miss?
Oh, we might also be messaging Slintis' brother.
Okay, I can send 4 more times.
Cool.
Hey, Maiyr.
Uh-huh.
Let's take 10 minutes and have a chat.
Again, okay.
Tell me about sending.
I mean,
God damn it!
I don't want to rush you guys, but
I don't know. Can I message Laurel and I tell you about it on the way?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. I'll message Laurel and
Okay, what do you say?
Please tell us you're okay. Something's come up. We don't want to leave you out or behind.
Is that all you
Is that
say?
it?
Anything?
No, I
You're
had
my
more. I
brother?
forgot what I was saying.
Why
Oh,
didn't
you
you
forgot?
type it? Oh,
I was
Cora.
counting it on my hands.
What
we
was it about?
we
Slintis?
wanna talk. Please respond.
Or when you receive, you've got like 3 shot glasses in front of you. Vim has ordered shots, and he's like, 1, 2, 3, and he's waiting for you to do it as well. But you hear this message in your head.
She's listening, and the more words, the more she just keeps taking the shots. Just the more words come.
Okay.
Okay, well, okay, creature it is. Let's go.
Come, Lieutenant. Just give it a second. Damn. Duty calls.
Duty.
I see you've been contacted then?
Yeah.
Please do yourself and me a favor and live for you. Just try it, okay?
What does that mean in this context? Just don't go?
You can go, but I'm saying don't give all of yourself to others. You need to know who you are first. Don't let them take it all. Do you want me to go with you? You know what? I'll go with you. You see, he slams down another shot. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. I guess Maiyr did hear this. Like she heard Lorawynn.
Yeah, you heard Lorawynn's side of that conversation.
Duty calls. Something. Oh, okay. Alright, okay.
What
Yep.
does that even? I don't even know what that means in this context.
Yeah,
Is that like what you heard?
Oh, she sounds drunk off her face.
Oh boy. Do we need to go looking for her, or is she gonna show up here?
I don't know.
She's...
It sounded like she might be leaving somewhere, but I don't know.
But why don't we take 15 minutes to tell me about sending, and then we'll see if she shows up or not.
I don't know how to explain it. I just Krellin and thought connecting and I tell Rune about the
Visualizing.
No. I want to hear more. What did I
No.
say about that? Okay.
You ask Krellin if he can
Be a homie and send
put you in contact with someone you love or know. And he's like, yeah, man, what
I love that it's specifically someone you love.
Do you see any glowing runes? Do you see any symbols around you? Do you
I mean, I have to
smell anything?
I explained the verbal and what's the other
Okay.
component?
They're like holding
Components of
your-
the spell.
I feel they're just holding your amulet and looking up me like, Corella,
Yeah.
help me. It's like,
Krillin.
My guy.
but
I
I
not
pull
turn
out
this
my
into
short piece of copper wire and I'm like, you need one of these bad boys. You got one of them?
There's so much stuff in my pockets. There's a lot of pockets in this coat, and I sort of like open up my coat. You can see that like it's made of parchment, and a ton of the parchment has just been like turned into massive pockets. Like it's great.
Efficient.
You can make so many pockets. I can just fit my whole hand in them.
If you just combine them, you can put your whole arm in there. Like
I could put my entire arm.
What's
Actually,
in
no.
all those pockets?
Okay,
I
and
feel
at
like-
this point,
I feel like-
you know about the spell sending.
yay.
What level is it?
Third level.
I can DM people now.
Yay! Do we need a roll for that?
No, it's a really unbalanced feat that I should have to roll for.
We'll work it out, but that's how the feat works. So you know,
It's not my homebrew, but it is homebrew, and it's slightly
questionable.
I was about to be like, my homebrew would be better. My homebrew is so broken. Homebrew stuff.
Anyway.
Doesn't even have a mood.
Anyway, you have sending, yes.
I can.
So sorry.
It just means that both of us can sending.
Can you only do that once, or do I have to explain it to you every time? Because I feel like that's horribly inefficient.
I mean, it's not the equivalent to like actually knowing the spell. But I can do it until I kind of understand it well enough. I think I can probably do it for the rest of the day. But to be honest, it's kind of like I'm kind of, as you explain it, it's kind of like I'm kind of gleaning borrowing kind of some of your magic. It's different to mine, and the sort of connection fades. But I can probably do it till I have to sleep and sort of.
I send a quick prayer of thanks to Corellin.
You get a good thumbs up, bro, back.
I hate this version of Corellin I've created. Just a real homie.
He's a real home.
Corellin is Helio from Fantasy High.
Yes.
Literally what I was thinking.
Anyway, that took 15 minutes.
Felt like it too. Okay.
Are you doing anything with having sending now, Rune, or are you just holding that?
I just figured we're going to be DMing a ton of people.
Death threats to Vim.
God, he's going to slide into Vim's DMs.
Slide into my brother's DMs.
Oh, you won't have to slide into my DMs.
No,
I'm
no.
on my way.
Oh God, there he is. Hello,
I'm on my way.
So, Lorawynn, do you lead Vim back to the tavern with you?
Yep, but she
All right.
Just to clarify, Vim did not message Rune with that, correct?
No.
Just to clarify that. Okay.
No, that wasn't. That was just me.
Just making sure.
Yeah. No.
I would just also like to say that Darcy did try to doodle Aquila but failed, and then just took a piece of paper and wrote, "We messaged Aquila. She said that you're sad, but that she's..." What was it that she said? She's there for her.
Yeah, I think something like that.
So right, like it says like, "We messaged Aquila and she said that you were sad, but that she's there for you. Just thought you'd want to know." She has a really cute voice, by the way.
She would know.
Just has been staring at the insignia that they wear and has drunk approximately all of the coffee.
Absolutely. You've guzzled down all the coffee. You've gone back out and had them make a new pot of coffee for you.
Does
and
that take
refill your
away?
thermos.
Does that temporarily take away the exhaustion point? Like, how does it work?
No. It does nothing.
I tried.
I am exhausted, but also I am high energy.
Yep. That's how it is on coffee. But Lorawynn, you and Vim arrive back at the tavern. Are you ready?
Absolutely not. Why are you here? They're gonna try to kill you. Can
I'd
they?
like to see them try. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, go on. Come on. I'm here for moral support.
She's wasted. Fully.
Yeah.
Okay. Opens the door. Goes up the 2 stairs.
Yep.
Canon now. I will answer the door.
Slintis is vibrating.
Hey.
Oh, jeez.
Hello.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
jeez. Hi.
How are you all doing?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Lorawynn,
Yeah. Hey, Lauren. What's up?
Maya, do the thing.
What?
Fuck, what the fuck?
He's charmed.
What?
Fuck.
I.
What is
I've done nothing.
what is all this? What's going on?
What have you done to Lorawynn?
Nothing.
Give her a few drinks.
Yes, a lot of them. Seriously, why did you give me those shots?
You need to loosen up a little more.
No.
Can I tell if she's been
Also-
charmed or if it's just drunk?
You can make an insight check.
Yeah, I feel like in this moment, because I don't trust them, I would also make an insight check here.
Yeah, I
It's an
rolled a.
unnatural 20.
I'm
Same.
not
I was
rolling
gonna say
anything,
same.
so
Oh, I meant
Yeah,
I
you
roll
just-
them.
I just
I probably have a really
Insight
natural
roll.
insight. That's 0, 20. Natural.
20.
That's a
Naturally.
lovely, kind, gentle, friendly 20.
Nat
What did you-
1.
Now 1 for Slintis. What did you get, Maiyr?
unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. And Darcy.
12.
12, okay.
right on my
And you were
charisma.
checking them, right?
You checking Vim or Lorawynn?
Yeah, okay.
I just
Darcy was
I'm
checking
gonna-
them.
Vibes. I want to know if Lauren's charmed.
Okay.
So, people who are checking Lorawynn other than Slintis, you're jittering out on coffee. Like, this is... you can't tell what
You're
the fuck
in
is
the
happening
ethereal
here.
plane
Is
right
this
now.
real? But people who are checking Lorawynn can tell she's drunk off her ass, but there is clearly no charm, no nothing here. It's just pure booze heaven. And
Bevan.
Darcy, what you can tell was
12.
you got a 14. All right.
Oh, 14.
I mean, I rolled a 14 on the
14,
dice, but I have a minus
yeah.
2, so.
Oh, okay. So you have a 12. You got 12. All right. What you can tell with Vim is that he's hard to read. He's here, and he seems like relaxed as hell. But
I'm very
you don't
confused.
see any like. Yeah, it's very confusing. May I come in?
Okay, wait a second.
No.
Categorically not.
What?
Why?
Why what?
I think
I'm
okay, we
disappointed.
need to
Why? I
I-
don't. Huh?
I'm very confused about these questions. You said you needed help?
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
He
we
needs
need
your
to
help,
roll.
not.
Not in him. No. Get out. Them. Get out.
Why?
I see I'm not wanted here, but Lorawynn, what do you want?
I would like to know if I'm actually wanted here, or if it's just...
Yes. Of course.
Yes, 100%. I
Then how come he found me
Um,
first?
Because you
Yeah.
were outside, I'm assuming?
When Rune was by
Word.
himself, what was your first reaction? Do you remember?
Follow him.
When Slintis ran, when Fable ran,
Fable ran in the middle of the night, though. Literally. That was out of character.
No, she has a point.
Yeah.
I know I'm right here.
Yeah, sorry, you have a point. I guess I kind of...
Am I just something to be used when you need me?
No.
Absolutely not.
Then what the fuck am I doing here?
Kendra, is Vim gone, by the way?
Nope.
Or is he
Vim's right there.
okay?
Lorawynn didn't ask him to leave, so he stayed.
Well, Rune, and I guess all of us. We need to apologize to you.
Yes, that, and we didn't want to move on with what we were doing until we had made sure that you were okay. And we didn't want to move on when you weren't with us.
If he had his
And
way,
we-
he could have taken me already.
Yeah, we didn't
You didn't?
factor that into it.
You didn't
We didn't
factor
factor that into
anything.
it.
Because I'm always the one that has to take care of herself, and always has to be ready, and always has... I'm always the one that's perfectly fucking fine.
Should we maybe not do this in the hallway?
I frankly do not give a shit.
Okay. That's fair.
For the record, Rune is just looking at, not glaring, but just looking at them. Not blinking, just sort of looking at him.
Vim meets your gaze and kind of shifts his head towards Lorawynn.
Rune,
Just
can
meeting
we-
his eye.
I'm just...
Can we focus on what's in front of us real quick?
What's versus she's been talking to him.
Rune, now's not the time. We wanted to give you space, I guess, which
Rune,
obviously was not.
say your piece. I've been talking to Vim. Yes, I have. At least he does.
There's a lot. And he doses a lot of poison. And if you let him in, he will poison everything. We gave you space. We tried to message you. We messaged Aquila. We did our best to make sure you were safe. You walked off. To me, that reads, I want space, don't follow me. If you want us to follow you, you have to say these things. We go off what people say they want and need. And if you're communicating, I need room, I'm going away.
If I just walked off, you guys wouldn't give a shit.
We give a shit. Of course, we try and find you. But if you go off like you
Clearly
need space, we assume you need space. That's called respecting people's boundaries. If you don't need that, well, you've told us that now, and we won't do it again. But if you're communicating, give me space.
Jesus Christ.
Look, I'm sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have said it. I was annoyed that you'd attacked me. But it didn't go through what I said.
I didn't attack you.
And
You attacked him.
Oh my god.
Why did I hear this story?
I just got banishment on it.
Oh, I always have to punch him.
I'd like to see you try.
Also,
I shouldn't have said it. I was wrong, and I should have told you what I was doing. I should have been more communicative. And I know I haven't been an easy person to deal with, and I know what I'm like. And I'm sorry, I should have trusted you all. I shouldn't have hidden things from you. But if you walk off, if I walked off like that, I wouldn't want people to follow me, and I don't think any of us would.
Yes, I would know. I know. You did. You walked off.
That's when it's.
And if I had known where you were, what do you think would have happened? If I hadn't followed you.
I was planning to come out, and then I heard you guys, and I saw you.
You were passed out.
I would have been fine. I would have woken up, and I'd have come back.
Alright. So you still think this way. Alright.
Look, I know.
I don't,
Yes,
I
but
don't
it's not-
care anymore.
Rune, we had...
I got fucking screamed at.
I'm sorry. I
for
agree. I
leaving you
should have done that.
alone. And honestly, frankly, I don't even believe you for why you went there. Why would I? You've done nothing but lie to me. I've given you space after that. And what did you do? You went to fuck around with this guy. You jeopardized multiple things that we were doing. I mean...
Am I the only one who still remembers that the vampire is here?
I don't care.
I have a name, by the way.
Fuck you.
As you wish.
In the end, right now, this isn't about us. I know I'm difficult, I'm sorry, but right now, Slintis needs our help.
Yeah.
And I don't think Slintis has done anything to you, and I don't think Slintis wants the vampire to hear what's going on.
Again. You know my...
Vim, suck my...
I appreciate the proper title, though. Thank you.
Nothing's gonna change. She's been crying the whole time, by the way.
I'm gonna... I'm sort of like fiddling with the note, and I'm like... kind of feel silly now. Like, sort of putting it in my pocket again, and I'm like...
She's fully zoning out, and then just comes back to herself. She's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on herself to take away the poison.
Yes. The booze fades out of your system. You are now clear-headed once again. You feel Vim's hand on your back.
She's not flinching away from that. Is he just touching?
Yeah, he just has his hand there.
I find it incredible that he's comforting me better than any of you ever did. Thanks. You can... Just thanks.
I can stay if you want me to.
No. Long conversation ahead, I think.
Alright, well, my offer still stands, Lorawynn.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, you know where to find me. Have a wonderful evening, all of you. I look forward to our next conversation. And he turns, gives Lorawynn a pat, and walks off.
So what's wrong with Slintis? I walked in and closed the door.
Slintis just can't say anything. Just not talking.
Is it the coffee?
So... I'm confused. Why were you hanging out with Vim after what he tried to do to what he did to Rune?
It's not like we haven't done that to other people. I hang out with Vim because sometimes when people you care about tell you to fuck off, essentially, and you have nowhere to go, Like I said, I may not say much, but I was frankly begging for someone to come after me, but no one did. He did. And I don't really want to talk about this anymore. Because what's the point?
If you don't want to talk about it anymore, we can come back to it at another point. But
If that means I actually don't talk about it more, we can talk about it more, but just tell us. We can't read your mind.
Yeah, so are you signaling now that you actually want us to ask to like pry more and ask what's actually wrong and have you like actually talk to us and be like, or is it so, or is now the time where what you're saying is what you want to do and what you want us to not do?
What I want to do is to help Slintis at the moment.
Right, but I feel like there's so much going on at once. How about this? Could one of you, I pointed Rune and Maiyr, figure out a way to message Slintis' brother so that we can get more information? And then, because that's one thing, but I feel like this sort of gesturing to Lorawynn and what you're going through right now. Not right now. That's words not good. What's happening right now with all of this is, I feel like this is a lot more ongoing and needs. I don't know how to say words anymore. It's really quite jarring. But I've definitely realized that Darcy's just sort of like avoiding eye contact. That like
Lorawynn looking straight at Darcy. Just full eye contact at the moment.
This is going on.
Gulp.
Rune is gonna go sort of crouch down in front of Slintis and be like, okay, just breathe with me, and just sort of try and like help Slintis calm down a bit and get recentered.
And I'm like, we've
Immediately
been shitty friends to you.
I got it.
One at a time, guys.
Like-
Just one at a time. What did Danielle say? Real quick.
Yeah, what did you say, Danielle?
I just said that in response to what Rune did, Slintis immediately relaxes a little bit.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
So Slintis, you.
Fine. Just gonna, while they're doing that, I'd like try and help Slintis relax, sort of just breathe.
Okay.
Rune is very
You guys-
easily having to make himself breathe.
Yeah. So the two of you are kind of feeding off of each other and breathing together as Lorawynn and Darcy are having their conversation.
Yes.
Please continue.
We've been really shitty friends to you. And
Do tell.
well, for one, literally every single point you were making is true. I followed Rune when he was going off because I thought well, it was more that said he was going to do something and I asked if I could join and he was like, sure. But also I did yell at you for not following him when I think based on the fact that he yelled at you now, I'm getting the sense that he might have yelled at you then. So that's like entirely unfair of me to be like, oh, why did you leave when he... Well, at least this time around, sorry, Rune, you were quite frankly being a bit of a dick.
Well, that's
an
fair.
understatement, but like, it's not fair for you to have to, I guess, like what you said, be fine. I don't know if that makes sense, but I do think that it's
It's what?
It's important that you feel heard. And I feel like we've not been hearing you. Because like what I said earlier when you weren't here, if we're a team, we've got to listen to each other. And I need to do better with listening, I think.
You literally just joined. You weren't there.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure,
You're the last
but
person I expected to be talking about this, since we frankly only know each other for a week. And I'm very surprised. Because you weren't there from the beginning. You didn't see what we saw. You didn't lose what we lost. You didn't come to a different dimension to try and save your friends.
Is
that's
this meant to
true.
be in criticism of us or in criticism of Darcy?
No,
What do you
it's
say?
more of just Darcy doesn't know.
Well, then tell me
Then what do you want to know?
how I can make things right.
There's no right or wrong. You're very young, Darcy.
Hmm?
You're very young, Darcy. And like I said, you don't know everything. Because how can you? You've been jumping around from thing to thing. Frankly, and after talking to him, it's just a very big charade. We're participating in something that is only really gonna end one way.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about. What does any of that even mean?
With the whole Vim and Clea and Ethon.
Mm-hmm.
Vim's older. He knows people very well. Like I said, just see this going one way. Point is, I don't know what the point is anymore, actually. I don't know who I am. I know what I am and what I do. I try to help people. I try to help my friends. I'm very controlling because if I'm not, what else is left? I just didn't expect Darcy to be initiating this conversation. Because Darcy doesn't know.
Darcy just sort of looks at the rest of the party and is like, why am I the one initiating this conversation?
That is an excellent question. I just realized you can't see me. My hand is very much over my face right now.
Like facepalm or?
No, just like rubbing the temples, but it's wood, so I can't do that. So it's just mimicking
Rubs,
actions.
rubs wooden temples.
With one hand. It's a very important distinction here.
He just slightly shifts.
Clearly listening, but mainly focused on Slintis right now.
I sort of turn back to Lorawynn and reach out my hand and say, like, I'm Darcy. I signed up for this job because I had an argument with my sister where she called me stupid, and I've been terrified to go back home ever since. And it's the pettiest thing that I've ever done, but I'm still frightened.
I grab Darcy's hand. I'm Lorawynn. My entire family is dead because of me. And I have no idea what I'm doing because I got sent into a world where I don't even actually know if they're alive or dead. But all I know is that the thing that killed them is still here and much more aggressive. And I have been ignoring it. But I can feel it. I see it in the corner of my eye.
I sort of slightly squeeze the hand. And then I let go. And I just say,
So I get being scared.
yeah.
She also looks... She's not really hiding the pain, but she looks very much like she's squeezing your hand. She's not very strong, so she can't like squeeze your hand very, very hard, but she's squeezing your hand like she is genuinely in pain just saying this.
I feel like I would probably like... I don't know if I would notice that or not.
She's not hiding it, so maybe.
In that case, I feel
I
like
mean,
it's
you can
neutral,
feel
like-
that.
Yeah.
You know what, like, the average strength of like a handshake is. This is, she's squeezing down.
10 strength.
Yeah.
Big fat 0.
Yeah, maybe she's
It's
just
still
Do I
stronger
roll
than
for hand squeeze?
if you want to.
Nah, it's... I feel like if it's like... Just because like Darcy wouldn't... But like if you're not trying to hide it in any way, then I feel like, yeah, she would probably notice it. So it's like... Has she mentioned this before? I feel like she has mentioned it before that it hurts.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I just sort of like... momentarily confused, and then like... Right. And I just sort of like... try and make eye contact, like looking back down at the hand and being like, I get what it, yeah.
Lorawynn, I'm...
Should have probably not let the booze out. For
Pardon?
that. I should have kept the booze in for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm bad with emotions and worse at putting them into words, but First of all, I'm so sorry.
About
No,
what?
it really doesn't mean anything. For ignoring what you were going through, for putting the group's needs, I guess, above what I could clearly see you were going through. I've been meaning to offer for a while. I don't know how much it'll help. I have a spell that might help with the pain, maybe. That's the best I can hope for.
When I talk about things, or just pain?
Yeah. From talking about it. and what happened, and it might not last long. I've been meaning to ask if you wanted some help with it. And then everything happened at once, and we did have downtime, and I didn't have spell slots, so...
Pain is familiar. I appreciate it. But yes, you know what I want. I want it out. I want it dead.
Kendra, would I know if a remove curse would help weaken anything that's attached itself to Lorawynn like that?
You've made a check about this in the past, and you knew that it would at least temporarily ease some of the pain, but it's not going to ever you had checked before, and it is too deep, and there's some weird shit surrounding it, so it's a little more.
It's merged.
Yeah, it's kind of like hooked in there, and so it's a little difficult.
If you try to pull it out, you'll probably take a bit of Lorawynn with it.
Yeah.
If you get real medical, it's got metastasis. It started to move.
I don't know those words, but yes.
Around the ground, so you can't just pluck it out.
I think this is gonna sound like I'm making excuses, I promise I'm not. I was raised that when someone's having emotional turmoil and they explicitly leave the group, you give them time. And the difference between Slintis and Rune and Fable is that there were other circumstances, and I just assumed that you just wanted alone time because I didn't know what you were trying to... That doesn't make any of it better, I'm sorry.
Like I said, just very surprising.
I'm sorry too.
For what? Again, it's just a lot of, I'm sorry without a follow through on what.
Yeah.
I came back here because I care, and nothing's gonna change that. And I know you all care. I frankly don't believe it at the moment because of all that's happened. I've left before and came back. I get it. But I'd say next time will be the last time.
Understood.
What does this need? Something about brother?
And before we get to that, let's take a quick break.
Boy.
Hey.
Yeah, we need a break.
Hey, hello, and we are we paused?
One. Hello and welcome back to Saturday Night Gaming.
Hey.
So where we left off, conversation has shifted to Lorawynn asking what is going on with Slintis. That's where we pick up.
Slintis, you doing okay?
Fuck.
Take your time. Do you want me to explain? So, I don't. To be honest, my sort of sense of the passage of time has been really weird to go here. But a little bit ago, Slintis asked my help in trying to get some information from the Quill, a dossier on behalf of one of the guards, the ambassador's guards, apparently, who was threatening Slintis and sort of saying, "Get this or else," blah blah blah. We couldn't find the dossier. We went to the Quill, snuck in. Nothing really went wrong. It was a very strange time, but we couldn't. The dossier wasn't there. And then Slintis, before we messaged Lorawynn, got a message from their brother stating that he basically saying, I mean, this is now third hand, but not to tell them anything and that he would be fine. Sounding sort of clearly, according to Slintis, sort of, I'm going to be fine. It's all fine when it's really not fine. And we were trying to work out where to go from there.
It's a very shit situation. I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah. I'm just concerned about who they is. If it's someone who's already here or if it's someone who's coming here who your brother thinks is here.
When did you go to the Quill?
A few days ago.
Okay. Every step that we could take is impossible because we don't know.
There's, I mean,
Could be. Can you describe
things
him?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you just said.
Oh, I asked Slintis if could describe your brother. Or, have anything of his.
His name is Clade. He's my younger brother, about 5 years younger, but he's several inches taller than I am, which is obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
And he He looks kind of like me, but he's a bit thinner, taller, bit more. I don't know. I haven't seen him in years. That I'm describing 17-year-old him, but
I'm asking because I can at least find out where he is through scrying. So if you did have something of his, or a picture, an image, that would help.
the problem is that I haven't seen him since the old timeline. I have no idea what he looks like here, or how different his situation is. And I don't think I have anything of his with me.
Well, I can still try through a description. It's just going to be a +5 for the modifier, for the save.
I have a really dumb question.
What is the question?
Yes.
Do we know about DNA in this universe?
Are there forensics?
I highly doubt that.
I don't think I do.
Technically, they do. Slintis does have part of that to his DNA.
I don't think that's how scrying
That would be
works.
really weird.
I don't
I
think
know. I'm mostly just saying it because it's funny.
So I don't
It
think
is.
any of us.
There's a smidge of hope, but mostly it's for the bit. Okay, sorry. Continue.
But yes, I can cast scrying to at least from a description see if I can reach
I
him.
can make myself try and look like him. If that would that count as having seen him? I don't know.
It's
what
only,
would you even mean by DNA? Like a lock of his hair? Why would I keep that?
Yes, it literally says it has to be a body part, a lock of a hair, bit of the nail, or
Yeah,
the
that's
like.
gonna take like a fucking finger.
You could literally steal people's eyelashes for scrying. I don't. Didn't she take some hair from that guy? Who did she take hair from? Fuck, I forgot to write that down. Okay. I'll go try and scry. Because it's really either I have heard of the target, which is what it is, I have met the target, or you know the target well. So I haven't met or well no, so it's just a +5 to the wisdom save.
And plus whatever else
Yes.
this person says have.
Which I hope is not a lot, please.
So are you doing your scrying ritual?
Yes.
Okay. Laura, when you set out all of the materials, you know, your head is still foggy and heavy.
She's in solution.
But you prepare this
mode.
ritual. Yes. But you prepare this spell and begin the process of casting it. What is your save?
You say how much it was first.
Tell me what your save was.
It's 17.
Got it.
+5, right?
Please.
So
Yeah. +5. You feel yourself pushing up into the air over Rune and beginning to pull away when suddenly you come crashing back down to your body.
God damn it. Well, I tried. Well. Is it just, it feels like, what does it feel like? It's just the save?
It feels like whoever you were, well, Slintis' brother has made the save. Yes.
God damn. Okay, well, that didn't work. Probably gonna need something of his. It's hard with people I don't know. Alright, plan B.
What was plan B?
I don't know. I'm assuming you guys made something up before I got here?
We were gonna message him.
No, That worked.
I'm just worried that he's not going to want to give information, considering he just told Slintis not to look for him.
Well, why would he didn't? This is his brother for psychology. No. Don't do this. Okay, I will. There's no we should try.
Yeah.
Just try.
Okay. I will, using the description that Slintis has given of their brother.
Okay.
I will cast Sending to try and contact them.
Okay, I'm going to have you make
Oh no.
I gotta make you make some kind of check to see if you can.
Make a good fucking luck, dude, check.
How about we make.
Maybe.
Let's just have you make a general intelligence. We'll do that.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking.
Can I use disguise self to try and make myself look like Slintis's brother, the way Slintis described them, but like slightly older than 17, just to try and maybe give the help action or something?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Darcy, you taking Slintis's description, use disguise self to make yourself look like what was described, and having this kind of physical signifier here, you will get advantage, Maiyr.
That's so
I am going.
sick. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I will be pointing out minor details that are just slightly off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
That's a 16.
16. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. So yes, you are able to. You begin casting the spell, and you can feel that you are in connection with Slintis' brother.
Cool.
I do find it funny how you've never said your brother's name this whole time.
I have.
You have?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
said
did? Okay.
Clade at least twice.
Okay.
I literally said his name. I said his name is
What's his
Too
Clade.
busy looking over.
Clade?
Clade. C-L-A-D-E.
Okay, Clade.
Yes. Clade.
Like
Yes.
Clade.
So you cast this to Clade, yes. I didn't want to say it in case you hadn't said it yet. That's all. But I'm just dumb and didn't listen. Very
No,
well.
okay.
Alright, but yes, you cast this to Clade, and you can feel like you are in connection with Clade. Clade,
Cool.
Clade. I'll say it 30 times now.
I've also mentioned him by name on previous occasions, but
Yeah.
No, keep tracking her. It's fine. Fuck. Do you have anything you want to say to your brother, Slintis? I'm not using. Oh, man.
Kidding.
No,
first
it's
off, if nothing else, just where he is and if he's okay.
Okay. Clade, my name's Maiyr. I'm with Slintis. They want to make sure that you're okay. If we can help at all, tell us where you are.
You don't get the word R.
Tell us where we
Arr.
Tell us where you.
Where did you hide the body?
Okay, you feel this message sent and connecting. Take a moment. Another moment passes.
Swear to God.
And you hear went through a lot of trouble to send that warning. Am alive, but don't know where I am. Some kind of boat. Don't think you can help. Keep Slintis safe.
Well, he's alive. Good news. Bad
I
news.
just remembered you probably should have added like try not to resist like scrying spells. That would help.
Cast something again.
It won't matter because I have to sleep.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I need to mark off sending. Fuck, where is it? Hold on, sorry. Can you only do it at 3rd level? Fuck me. Can you not use higher level spell slots?
Does it not say sending at
Yeah.
1st level?
I think you can use any spell at a higher level.
No, but it has to
Yeah,
say
just-
it. Does it
No,
not?
some spells, it's like,
Yeah,
they
it
just
makes
don't get
sense
more
that-
powerful if you use them
Yeah.
at a higher level.
It makes sense that you could, but it's not giving me the option. Kendra, what do you think?
I'm gonna rule that you can because it doesn't like there's no benefit that you get from, using a higher spell slot other than you get to just use it. So I would say
Kendra,
yes.
Can I have an extra 5 words, please?
I mean,
You can, but you have to speak an uwu voice for those last
No.
5 words.
that D&D rules is written, you can use a high level spell slot if you want to, but you don't get any benefit from it. Like,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
you could use a 9th level spell slot to cast sending if that's what you had. You would just get sending.
Obviously, unless the spell specifically says you get some benefit.
Yeah,
from
obviously.
higher
Yeah.
levels.
So I'm casting this at 5th level. No, I'm kidding.
5th level sending.
5th level sending, you guys, I get an extra 10
Hello?
words.
Okay, let's
Um,
go. Let's go.
Good to know you're mostly okay. We're gonna do what we can. We're able to scry, so don't resist that. So we can find you. I wasn't counting that.
That's probably less.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Lorawynn
your
banging
5
on
words.
the. Let me in.
Let me in. Is that all you're saying?
Yeah.
You hear back. Is that what that was? Okay. Just, please, if you do want to get involved, make sure Slintis is protected.
And that's it.
Oh god.
That's all.
It's gonna be one weird family reunion.
Oops. Okay. We should be
What
able
he
to
said.
scry next time. They really don't seem to want you to get involved, Slintis. That didn't make any sense. They seem to really not want you to get involved.
Yeah. And you said they were in some kind of boat?
Yeah, I'm not feeling good about that one.
Yeah, like a boat that's coming into docks like pretty soon.
Yes, I had the exact same thought. They didn't mention anything about that, but we are definitely waiting for somebody else on a boat to arrive.
What if?
Kendra's poker face is
Oh.
incredibly.
Oh no. What if?
Mhm.
Huh. So, like, if he's on the boat and he's trapped, and the other people said that they were waiting for someone important who's arriving soon, not the from my place gut person, but if it now is another person and it's not the same one, what if that person is the one who's got your brother?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm thinking too.
Things right now seem to be.
That would be one hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, they could
would
also just be on a boat somewhere across the ocean. Like,
But
that's fine.
that's
it
an insane connection.
feels
But
like a lot of things in our lives have been uncomfortably tangled.
Yeah, I feel like at this point coincidences are like more common than.
I don't know if it's coincidence at this point.
I don't think it is.
I mean, a coincidence is technically speaking just two events that coincide. So, you
Well,
know,
I at this point, I'm wondering if correlation indicates causation.
yeah, honestly, it might.
About this time,
Oh,
you hear on the door.
do I open? I look at the group and like,
I think, yeah.
yeah, if you want.
I go open.
You see the guard that has escorted you to Ethon before, standing outside, kind of looking around. The mistress is ready for you. Please follow me.
Right. Right. I look at the group and like, we ready?
We have to be.
As I'll ever be.
Lorawynn?
After you.
Yeah. Very like. The vibes are so low. They're literally on the floor. Probably.
You see a bit of a concerned look on the guard's
Dustin's
face.
not even trying to make conversation with the guard at this point.
Yeah. As the guard begins to lead you out of the tavern, that is where we will end the session.
God fucking
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
I don't want it to end.